Can you be convicted of murder in California for a car accident? And I'm talking about a car accident where there is no drunk driving involved. The answer may very much surprise you. My name is Veronica. I'm an attorney here in California, and I help people put their cases behind them so that they can enjoy their lives and their futures. I'm a trial attorney and I practice both personal injury and criminal defense, so this question is particularly interesting to me. Can you be charged with murder for a car accident that you did not intend to have happen, purely accidental, and you were not drunk? The answer is actually yes. So in California, if you do something that is reckless, extremely dangerous, and indifferent to human life, and somebody dies as a result, you can be charged with murder and you can be convicted of murder. It's called malignant heart murder. Not too long ago, I watched part of a trial where this was the issue. The defendant had caused an accident, and the question was basically, was his driving so bad, so reckless, so indifferent to human life that he is responsible for murder? So basically what happened is this. There was testimony that the defendant had been driving crazy and cut off a car who honked at him. He then, shortly thereafter, switched lanes, got in front of that same car again, and this time that car slammed into him, rear-ended him. But that's not the accident that led to the murder charges. So after that, there was testimony that the defendant started driving between 80 and 85 miles per hour in an area where the speed limit was 50 miles per hour. He speeds through a red light, nothing happens. He speeds through another red light and T-bones a car at that intersection that had been pulled into the intersection waiting to turn left. That car had the green light. So he smashes into that car and killed both occupants. Very tragic. Now, in this case, what's interesting is he was initially just charged with gross vehicular manslaughter and felony hit and run, which I'll get into in a second. So that is what the police arrested him for. But the DA got this case and they charged him with 2 counts of murder, 2 counts of vehicular manslaughter, felony hit and run resulting in death, and misdemeanor hit and run resulting in property damage. He was convicted of murder. He got a 30-year sentence. There recently was a Court of Appeals decision about this, upholding his conviction and upholding his sentence. Now, going back to the hit and run and why the DA's office chose to pursue this case specifically as murder. Obviously, speeding and running a red light, that is reckless, but I think initially what made it a lot worse was that this was a hit and run. So after the accident, according to the Court of Appeals decision, he ran away from the scene. He abandoned his car there and he ran away from the scene. Instead of sticking around to give a statement to police, to talk to them so they could see that he's sober and so that he could explain to them what happened, he left and ran. And it's understandable to be scared in that kind of situation, but I think that already creates a very adversarial relationship between him and police. When the police show up to respond to the scene of an accident and one of the drivers has just straight up left, that looks really bad. That looks like you're running because you know that you're at fault. Another thing is that he had cans in his vehicle, according to the Court of Appeals decision, like empty beer cans. And does that mean that he was drinking at the time? No, and the DA didn't charge him with DUI. I don't think that they thought that they had enough there. But the two combined, if you leave the scene of the accident and you had empty beer cans, is it because you were drinking? How much did you really care? Did you have a malignant heart? And I don't know. So I see this from both sides. As a criminal defense attorney, I see what kind of things people can do to get a 30-year sentence and the intent that they can have. Shooting someone in cold blood might get you less time than that. Gang drive-bys where innocent people are shot, you might still not get that much time. And he obviously didn't mean for this to happen. He wasn't trying to hurt anybody. But on the other hand, 2 people died. If you're watching this, I hope that none of this applies to you, and I hope that it never will, because it's just a tragedy all around. Hopefully you're just watching it because it is an interesting issue. If you do have a case in California that you need help with, though, again, I do practice personal injury and criminal defense. Feel free to give me a call. You can find my number down below. You can also book a consultation there. And if you did find the video helpful, please don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the bell, and follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook.